Hello, darlings. This takes way too long. I'm going to try to make this one the final cut-ish. This is the final episode of the Becoming a Musician series. It is not the end of my journey by any stretch. In fact, it is quite the beginning. But it is the end of this series because the series meant to chronicle my journey towards becoming what I called a professional musician. There was a reason I phrased it that way. A lot of that has to do with the nuances of the calling I was answering at the time I began the series. And all that is actually a bit too lengthy to get into in a single video, and maybe someday you'll hear all of it, but that's besides the point. Over the course of the journey, since I began making those videos, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about what I'm doing, what I do, what I'm good at, and what I absolutely want no part of. I guess what it boils down to is I'm at the point in the journey now where you really can't be telling people everything that you're doing. For the same reason, you know, that the big stars out there have marketing teams and all that. It's getting to the point where I just need to plan things to excite you, the listener, my friends, my extended family, as it were. So that's why this is the final episode, is because when the series began, I was hoping to define myself in this world, which I never really saw myself as a part of it to begin with. But now I understand that my skills define me as multiple things, but the Mr. Jack you have really been experiencing on video through my music has been a two-parter. There's Mr. Jack the producer, and there's Mr. Jack the recording artist. But just to say nothing of Mr. Jack, the marketing team and the software, you know, we're not going to get into that right now. The point is, musically, you experience two distinct people. Mr. Jack, the producer, who actually composes and arranges and puts everything together. And there's Mr. Jack, the musician, who sings and writes, you know, the lyrics and all that, and puts on the fancy hat and the shoes. And that's pretty much where I am right now. So at this point, I'm going to be kind of exploring and building out both personalities. There's going to be a lot of work in that. And as part of that, I won't be able to maintain this series, at least for a while. Maybe eventually I get a team, something like it might come back. So in any case, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you all for encouraging and pushing me along this far. I could not have done it without pretty much every single one of you who said, you know, the music touched you in some way, or you'd be willing to buy it on iTunes when it came out. So, you know who you are. And that's it. I'm going to leave this with a track I've been kind of dying to preview. I'm going to give you just a clip of it, and I'll seize this opportunity to add also that this weekend I will be having the final preview stream for my upcoming album, Songs for Introverts. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, so, you know, you can calculate your time if you're not in both of those zones. And yeah, so enjoy this clip. The whole thing I will play probably a couple of times on that live stream. It is a single that will be coming out on the 1st of next year, basically New Year's Day. So look out for it. Hope you enjoy, and catch you on the speakers. Swing out. One love, rest up. I can't help it.
No, I can't even get close to touch you.
Carry on, soldier.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hotter than Texas. So damn fancy. Tasty, tasty. No, I can't even get close to touch you. It's true.